Hello, it's Travis Edwards with another mental check. Take a shot of your positive vibes. Let's go! Today I have a extremely important lesson. This is the basically the area where all achievement starts, right? Without this one thing, there is no achievement. There's no success. And it's called your burning desire. It's called desire. It's the starting point of all achievement. Here I have this book called Think and Grow Rich. All my mentors, all the people that I know that are ultra successful have not read this book, have studied this book. And one of my mentors who owns Think and Grow Rich Institute here in Toronto, Satish gave me this book here. And this book has served a big point in my life. So if you guys don't have a copy of this, I would recommend you can find it online. You can find free versions, or you can buy a book of Think and Grow Rich. This is originally called The Law of Success. It's kind of dumbed down into Think and Grow Rich, but you'll still obtain a lot of lessons. But the starting point of all achievement, and it's actually the first chapter in this book, is called Burning Desire. And he says this is the starting point of all achievement. Now, you really want to ask yourself is what do you want? What is it that you want? Because you can't desire something if you don't know what you want. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that you really, really want? And don't get me wrong. If it's a car, if it's a certain amount of money, if it's defined by a certain relationship, you got to know what you want. So your goal and my homework for you is to write down what is it that you want. And then after you do that, what does you want? Then after you get through that, you need to develop a burning desire for its achievement. And literally, you're going to start thinking about it a lot. But if it's not important to you, you won't think about it. So if it's for me, when I was starting out, I just wanted to be a successful entrepreneur. I did not want to work for anybody. And that was my desire. Nobody could tell me different. My mom, my dad, nobody could ever distract me from that. I would take job part-time just so I can focus on my business full-time. And then eventually it came to the point where it was July 2017 where I was able to make that full transition from working a job to running my business full-time to where it is right now. Now, that took years, about 10 years to manifest. But it was a absolute burning desire. Nobody could take me away from that goal. I purposely just stopped listening to people because I wanted it so bad. So here's the thing. You have to define what you want, and you have to have a burning desire for its achievement. But where most people go around is it's not really a burning desire, or they don't believe they can get it. So whatever that you define that you want has to be on a scale of 10, out of a scale of 1 to 10, has to be an 8, 9, or 10. It can't be like a 5 or a 4 because you're not going to think about it all the time. You're not going to be going leaps and bounds for this thing if it's not an 8, 9, or 10. So whatever it is that you define that you want has to be an 8, 9, or 10. And if it's an 8, 9, or 10 and you believe it can happen, you'll get it. I promise you. Now, another thing I would also tell you is, it comes down to belief. And belief is something really hard. If you've had, just like in my life, I've had a lot of failures. Not a lot of failures, but I've failed with quite a bit of things. And that tends to deter you. So one of the ways that you can build your belief in it and in getting something is starting with something small. A lot of people that you would watch online will tell you, yeah, go for your goals. Do this, define what you want, go after it. But the goal is so big and you haven't had that kind of environment. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. In my case, I didn't have that environment where whatever I defined that I wanted, I didn't believe I could get it because I wasn't brought up in that environment. So in my head, I don't think it's going to be possible. So what I started doing was I started off with little small things. Like when I was working for a cell phone carrier, my desire was to become the top part-time salesman. And so my goal was I just focused my mind on it. I visualized, I thought about it all the time. and it was a small thing, and then I got a win with it. Then I picked something else. I got a win with that. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. If you don't have a deep belief in yourself as of yet, pick small things that you know or you believe that you can accomplish and work with those first, and then go after the big one, the big desire that you want, so that you can build your confidence up. You can build your belief. And then when you define your goal, you're going to get it. Now, I want to just read one last thing before we end this today out of the book from Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. He says, every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. That is the only way you can be sure of maintaining the state of mind known as a burning desire to win. It is essential to success. So this is the last part of everything. Actually, I got 2 parts here to explain before I get off. You want to make sure that there are no sources of retreat. What do I mean by that? Your plan A is only your plan A. There is no plan B. So this is a very scary thing to tell you. When I left my corporate job in 2017, or I got laid off, I didn't leave. They let me go. When I got laid off, all hell broke loose when I decided to go after my goal. And so I said to myself, no matter hell or high water, I am not quitting. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I don't care what happens to me financially. I am not quitting. There is no plan B. I'm not going back to work. It's not an option. You have to get to that point where you cut all sources of retreat. Nobody, no circumstance, no situation, nothing can stop you. That's the kind of mentality that you need to have. And you will win. So let's put it all together. Based off all the things that I've talked to you about so far, and I think this is the 6th or 7th call, you really start to the dominating thoughts of your mind. Now, you define what you want. You get a burning desire. The burning desire is like you keep thinking about this thing. It's your thought process. And what happens is you impress that into your subconscious mind, and it is expressed through the body, and eventually you will get it. But it has to be a dominating thought of your mind. So you need to be thinking about it. You need to be feeling it all the time, and it will be yours. Guys, I hope you got a lot of value out of this one. Burning desire for something, defining what you want, and having and making sure that it's an 8, 9, or 10 on your scale of belief is how you will attain whatever you want. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this was powerful for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.